families, enjoyed by families.
Today's recipe in the CI Kitchen reaches all continents, whether it's south of the border or across the pond.
That's right. U of I Extension's registered dietitian Leia Kedem is back sharing her stuffed peppers recipe. So there's several ways, I guess, to make this dish, I hear.
Sure. I mean, you can spice it up however you like using the basic ingredients. We've got beef and rice. That's kind of the basis of our filling. You could spice that up, you know, using just traditional salt and pepper. You could do more of a like Southwestern take on it if you did cumin and cilantro, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We're keeping it simple and classic today, but know that there are so many possibilities. Peppers don't have to be boring.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do have all colors of peppers here. Does this recipe take all that variety, or do you just stick with one?
No, you can use any color pepper you like. I like to do a variety just for the color. I mean, it adds so much pretty color and nutrition to your table on a snowy day where it's kind of yucky and dreary outside.
That's important. You want to eat food that looks good.
That's right. It's really appealing to our eyes and our taste buds as well.
Well, speaking of taste buds, is it going to alter the taste? Which one will taste, you know, I guess the best?
I guess it depends on your personal taste.
So what are the differences?
In terms of the peppers?
Yeah.
Well, you know, the red and yellow and orange peppers are going to be sweeter than, you know, your basic green pepper. They start off green, believe it or not, and they're just picked at various stages of ripeness. So the longer they stay on the vine, the sweeter they get.
Right.
Really?
So
That's interesting.
you've got some onions going here.
Yes.
And this is going to be one of the ingredients we're going to put
Yes,
in.
this is going to be the basis of our filling. So we're starting off by sauteing some onion here in the pan. I'm going to add some ground beef. Now, to make it a little bit healthier, I'm doing a 90-10 version of ground beef, so it's lean. I don't usually recommend people go extra lean, you know, the 96-4, thank you, or even the 93-7, you can find that as well. But there's got to be a little bit of fat in there for flavor, but 90-10 is certainly, you know, a much leaner choice than using basic 80-20 or 70-30 hamburger.
Right. Okay.
So we're just going to brown this, you know, probably a few minutes until it starts getting browned. And meanwhile, I'm going to show you how you want to cut your peppers up so that they hold the filling and they'll hold up real nice in the pan. So you can see I've got some already done.
Yeah.
And what you want to do with your pepper is you're going to want to have it lengthwise. So start at the top, turn it over so it has a nice base. Just take your knife, go right down the center like that, okay? You'll want to kind of run the knife through the stem there. Pull that out. It's really easy.
It pops right out.
It pops right out. Use your fingers to get out any of the seeds, the extra pith inside, the ribs, and it's that simple, truly. Now, we're kind of going to do a double task here with the pot of boiling water. We're going to boil our peppers in there, okay? Once you're done doing that, you can reuse the same water to make your rice.
Okay.
Or you can use leftover rice, which is what I have here. My rice is already cooked, so we don't have to do that. So bring those peppers over here.
All right.
We'll toss them
Why do
in
you
the
want
boiling water.
Why do you want to boil the peppers first? Why can't you just bake this all up and skip this step?
Yeah. I mean, the key is you want to make sure that things are going to cook evenly. You don't want the peppers to get overdone or underdone. So I like to just put them in the boiling water, not for very long, about 2 to 3 minutes, just so they're softened. They're not going to be fully cooked.
Okay,
Right.
mushy.
Are you
Mushy.
losing nutrients, though, in doing that?
That's a good question. You can lose some nutrients, a little bit of vitamin C, if you dump out all the water, but we're actually going to retain some of that by using it for the rice.
Right.
So we're going to actually absorb some of that into the rice when you make it that way. The other way to do it is to just not use a ton of water and drain it off.
This looks all really healthy. I mean, you've got some pretty lean meat, you've got vegetables. What are we talking in terms of calories here? I mean, pretty low in fat, no issues with cholesterol here.
Yeah, well, much less cholesterol than if you would use a full-fat beef.
Okay.
Another way is actually to use lean ground turkey. People like doing that, or even ground chicken if you're concerned about more of the cholesterol and the fat stuff. In terms of the nutrition facts, this recipe makes 8 halves, or 4 whole peppers, if you think about it. For an adult, you might have 1 whole pepper or 2 stuffed halves. A kid might have just 1 half. So it really depends on how much of it you eat. Definitely under 400 calories per serving, which is a great option for people trying to lose
That's
weight,
great.
New Year's resolutions, you know.
Yeah. All right. Hey, she's going to stick around. We got to keep browning that ground beef, and we'll share Leia's recipe on CI Living after today's show. Ahead, we're announcing the first winner of the Let It Snow